I don't get it. I don't get what they mean about openness.
Transparency.
Transparency.
So openness means transparency. Do you know what that means?
I know transparency. It's like uh, permitting light to come through
Okay,
without.
not the scientific meaning. So what this means, for example, um, what's an example? When the government has no secrets, they're completely open. They're completely
Clarity. 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 All
clarity.
clear. When all clear.
Yeah, it's like clarity, but the key is no secrets. No secrets. So what does WikiLeaks do? WikiLeaks exposes secrets. So what this means is people who like a non-secretive government still do not really like WikiLeaks. Does that make sense, Daniel?
Yeah, that makes sense. And I can give you another question if you want.
Hold on a second. I guess that's an idea. Anyway, go ahead, Dan. You have another question.
Okay, wait a minute. It should be not that confusing, but okay.
Sometimes. All right, hold on a second.
I don't get what they said about all the imperfections. I don't know what they meant about this phrase.
Okay, let me see here. Let me see.
A little bit confusing.
All right, so let me see here. Sometimes he had amused himself by putting difficult questions to me. This is Daniel. Asking me what one should do in certain circumstances or whether such and such sins were mortal or venial or only imperfections. So if something is only an imperfection, hold on a second. A mortal sin should not be forgiven. A venial sin should not be forgiven. But if it was just an imperfection, we should forgive him. Does that make sense?
Wait a minute.
So an imperfection would be
Well, they said mortal or venial. Venial to me means forgivable, and then they say only imperfections. It's a little bit
it's yes. Venial is forgivable but still intentional. This is not intentional.
Intentional. You mean
an intentional sin. A mortal sin was intentional. Venial sins, they're forgivable, but not, but they were still intentional. If it was caused by an imperfection, it was not intentional.
Can you give an example of imperfections?
Okay, so for example, working all day for 2 days straight, being very tired, driving home, and causing an accident.
Okay.
That's an idea.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Go ahead, Andre.
I think that your example more fits with venial adjustment.
You think
It's
so?
venial because you tried, but you intentionally sat at the wheel and try to drive. You know that you tried, but you intentionally do this. It's venial.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. Can you give another example?
Imperfection is something you do without intention. My English pronunciation is imperfection.
Okay, that's a great example.
Yes, exactly. It was exactly what I mean.
Yes, that's a great example. Yeah, so for Daniel, this is a better example. Andre's example is much better. Andre's rude comment was not intentional.
Why is it rude?
Yeah, this is
why is it rude?
Example. Yeah.
I just wonder, why is it rude?
Oh, well, I'll give you an example. This was actually in Seinfeld several months ago. Jerry said to a woman who was deaf, he said, he asked, her for a date. She said yes, and he said, how about 6? Asking, 6 p.m. Let's meet at 6 p.m. But she's deaf. She can't hear. So she was reading his lips, and she understood, how about sex? So it was very rude, okay? But that was an imperfection in her listening ability or in Jerry's enunciation. He did not say this, he said this. So that's an idea. So she thought it was rude.
I know the same with the Indian woman.
Yes.
When he made all those mistakes.
That's right. That's right. That was an imperfection of the language.
Okay, really great point. Let's talk about Valvo, Valva, and Valva.
Sergey. Be careful there. I'm not going to write that, Sergey.
No, you can do it, Shane. We're using it in heart surgery, a valva.
This?
No, not this.
A valve.
Yeah.
Okay. These two.
And the first one. Yeah.
And the other one.
You don't like it, yeah? Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll be science. Let's be science. So.
Okay.
So the pronunciation and meaning of these words are very, very different. Do not make a mistake. So this is valve, Volvo, and vulva. Okay, so these are very different words, and you have to really concentrate on the vowels. Once again, valve, Volvo, Volvo, and this is a vul sound, like vulture.
Yeah, Shane, but Jenny was saying Valvo.
He was definitely, yeah, Volvo. Yeah, that's a New York pronunciation. Volvo. Yeah. But it's still vol. It's an AW sound for Jerry. This is an A sound, like apple or ant. So once again, valve like ant, volvo, aw, and v, like vulture.
Vulture, yeah, vulture, yeah. Thank you, Shane.
You bet. Keep going, those questions.
And Shane, since we are talking about pronunciation,
Yes, sir.
in DDM 92,
Yes.
there is such a connection about the mushrooms, and mushrooms are more closely related to animals.
Yes.
And this related to animals, are there two flap T's related there, or just stop D related? Yeah.
In this case, Andre will connect the sound. So related to animals. And we're going to keep the T, related to animals.
Is there W sounds between T and animals?
Yes, related to animals. There's a W sound comes here. Related to animals. Related to animals. Wanimals.
Mm-hmm.
Can you try it?
Okay. Yes, related to animals. Related to animals.
Yeah, you can say it faster. Related to animals.
Related to animals.
That sounded
Related to
fine
animals.
too. That sounded fine too. Good.
Okay. And plants, we keep T melted with S, or we just, get rid of it?
Most Americans are going to get rid of it. So if we say plants, it almost sounds the same as France. Plants, France. Plants, France.
Nice.
Yes.
And fact, how about this T at the end?
Yeah.
Sometimes I hear it, sometimes not.
Almost always it sounds the same as facts. Fax me the facts.
Yeah. So, context is very important.
Absolutely. That's right. That's right. Show me the facts.
Yes.
It's on the facts.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about plants, I have a question.
Okay?
You were talking about planets, and
Yes.
I heard plants again. Is there any difference between the pronunciation of plants and planets, or when talking they're mostly the same?
Even if we say it fast, there's going to be an extra syllable. There are 9 planets in our solar system. There are 9 planets in our solar system. So even though it's fast, you still should hear the extra So we don't say there are 9 planets in our solar system. We say there are 9 planets in our solar system. 9 planets in our solar system. Can you hear the difference?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. So they are very similar. The T is canceled in both cases. However, we do keep the second syllable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what's the meaning of it's a kind of goofy? It's kind of goofy.
Goofy?
Yes.
Goofy would be basically the same as silly. So it's like stupid but cute, and it's not very pejorative.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Oops. I can't spell. Pejorative. Thank you. Pejorative.
Isn't Goofy a character from the Disney cartoon?
That's right. Goofy is a dog from Disney. It's a dog from Disney.
I maybe it is be of interest to you that I heard a story about this word, goofy. There was one Pole working for Disney in America, and in Polish, goofy is głupi. We say it's silly in our language. So
It
probably
might come from Polish.
it might be, yeah, it might come. This word may come from Polish and got Americanized a little bit. Whoopee, goofy. It's
Perfect. Andre, are you goofy?
I hope not. But sometimes I may get goofy, you know.
That's right. That's right. Me too. Me too. Everybody is.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect except Sergey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm teasing Sergey.
Ah, come on. Stay out of this, Shane.
I'm teasing. I meant Daniel. Daniel's perfect. More questions. We got 2 Daniels right now.
There's another question, Shane.
What Daniel?
Not you. No, I'm teasing. Go ahead, Azim. Go ahead, Azim.
Thank you. Well, you said that the trees grow out of the air. So I wanted to ask if we can use, instead of out of, if we can use with or by the air.
We can't say with. No. No, we have to say out of in this situation.
Okay.
By would be utilizing. By would be utilizing, and out means emerging. Does that make sense?
I didn't get it.
Okay, so by in that context would be utilizing air. Out of in that context would be emerging from the air. Okay, and with would be along together with the air. So with doesn't make sense. With does not make sense. By would be possible, but not for a tree. In this case, out of is the right answer.
And in what other situations we have to use out of? I mean, for growing.
Well, we could say
for children or.
Actually, a better example would be carrots grow out of the ground. I think. I don't know. But as far as I know, carrots grow out of the ground. And I think most people would assume that trees grow out of the earth, the ground, okay? That's what most people think, but that's actually not the case. And they explained why that is with carbon dioxide and photosynthesis.
Shane, don't you say that person is growing out of her or his childhood?
Yeah, we can say that. That's a different meaning, though. But yes, he grew out of his goofiness.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
So that means he used to be goofy, but he has matured. So in this case, the nuance of to grow out of means to mature.
Isn't it
talking about
just say grow up or grew up in this case?
Yeah, we can say that too, but this is also quite common. Another example of grow out of, he grew out of his sweater, which means he physically got too big for his sweater. He grew out of his sweater. Okay, so that's another meaning, to physically get larger. And to grow up also means to mature. But to grow up is a natural process. To grow out of something means you lose something. Do you understand?
Yes. How about if something grows on you?
Ham.
Okay, hold up. Let's go to Andre. To grow on you. That's another great expression. To grow on you. So, for example, Seinfeld is growing on me. That means I'm starting to like Seinfeld. So the nuance is, in the beginning, I didn't really like Seinfeld, but after watching it more and more, I'm starting to like it. Okay? And we can say this for vegetables. I don't know, beans are starting to grow on me. Okay, that sounds funny, but what that means is I'm starting to like beans. I'm starting to like beans. I'm enjoying beans.
Yeah,
For
that's
example,
great.
Shane, imagine a couple, they don't like each other, but with time they are growing on each other.
That's right. So for example, is Daniel Barlow still here? No, he left. Who can I tease? I'll tease you, Sergey.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I didn't like Sergey, but
Yeah.
after several months, he's growing on me. And once again, it means now I'm starting to like Sergey. Daniel, you wanted to add something? Okay, actually, let me take Insuk's question here. I see Insuk. Hold on a second. This is from DDM 91, so let me switch to DDM 91. All right, and where does George say that? That's a great idea. Oh, no. When George said that's a great idea, he was actually being serious. Okay. That's nonsense. No, Insuk, he's actually being serious. That's a wonderful idea. Remember, George is a fat, lazy guy. So a moving walkway is perfect for George. He doesn't have to do anything and he's moving. Okay, so he actually really likes the idea. Okay?
Oh yeah, how wonderful, Shane. You said that many people were missing dump here.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I missed it too. But okay, I did understand dump here, yeah, live here or leave here, go, or you know,
That's
right.
good.
But you know, Shane, dumper, it's some kind of a truck, a big truck. You know?
In America, we say dump truck. We don't say dumper. We do say dump truck.
And you know, I search for this word, and you're using that as a big S, dumper.
What do you mean as a big F?
S, big S.
A big ass.
Yeah, big S, dumper.
Ah, that may be. Yeah, I was going to say a dumper can also refer to poop or butt. Okay, that's possible too. Yeah.
You know, I found something nice. A plunger jammed in your dumper. Yeah, great.
Okay. Hussein has a question. What's the meaning of grown off something? Hussein, I don't think I've heard of it, but I'm going to guess. I've grown off. Well, I don't know, Hussein. Let me do an internet check. I don't think I've heard that, unless you can give me an example.
Maybe I grow with something.
No, he said off. Let me see here. grow off. Okay, I did find an example. Okay, and this is an example that we do say in English. This apple grew off my tree in the backyard. Okay, so that means that this apple comes from the tree in my backyard. So I have an apple tree in the backyard, and I picked the apple off my tree. So in that case, we can say grew off, okay? So this apple grew off the tree in my backyard. Does that make sense, Hussein? Yes, very good, very good. More questions. Great questions today.
I guess if no one is asking a question, then I can ask a question. Am I right?
No, Daniel, you cannot ask any more questions. You've used up your quota. I'm teasing. Santa has a question. What'd you get for lunch? Who are you talking to, Santa? Me. Santa, I had oatmeal and coffee for breakfast, and it's still only 11 a.m., so no lunch yet. What did you have for lunch, Santa? Onions. Oh, that's brilliant. Yes. Yeah, don't come too close to me. Okay, Insuk has a question. Where did it go? They're finished with them. What does them mean? Yeah, was that in 92, Insuk? Or 93, right? I think it, 91. Let me hold up a second. Finished. Okay, here we go. Yep, I found it. So, I guess when they're finished with them, they become crash test dummies. So her question is, who are them? The same as they, mannequins. I guess when they, that means the store. So in this case, when the store is finished with their mannequins, those mannequins become crash test dummies. Does that make sense? Yeah? Good, good. Yeah, Americans love to use, they refers to the store. That's right. Americans love to use pronouns, and that can be very confusing. Pronouns can be very confusing. Yeah. Okay, Daniel. Andre, go ahead, Andre.
Yes, I'm going to ask you a question about the word accessory fruit.
Yes.
This is DDM 92.
Thank you.
And accessory, you explained that it means additional, something like additional fruit.
Okay.
Can it mean helping? Because I heard the word in the crime context.
Yeah.
That somebody was accessory.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good example and a good situation. Yeah. So it can be a helping. Yes. Instead of an, we'd have to say a helping fruit. Yeah, that's possible. Definitely. Good. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question.
Accessory.
An accessory. Yep. kind of like an assistant.
Assistant. Okay.
We have another. I'll take Daniel's question after Hussein. Hussein has another question. Is using the word detrimental just for formal situations, or can we use it in informal cases as well? That's a good question, Hussein. Detrimental is not a daily English word, but it is a great word. So yes, it's most commonly used in a formal or kind of a serious situation, but I think it's no problem to use it in a regular daily conversation too. So for example, if you saw me smoking, you could say, Shane, smoking is detrimental to your health. That's a perfect usage, and it's very informal. So no problem, Hussein. But don't use it with children, obviously. Children would not probably understand the word. It is not a super educated word, but it's not a very common word. It's a good word, though. Yeah, harmful. Thank you, Andre. In a regular situation with like children, instead of detrimental, harmful would be better.
How about deleterious?
Yeah, that's even more difficult than detrimental, you walking dictionary. Okay, Daniel, what's your next question?
Ambushed. I gotta I gotta go some sleep. I need some sleep.
You gotta go sleep. Yeah.
Okay, Shane.
I have no power to ask any more questions. So I'll see you in 6 hours.
I'll see you in 6 hours, Daniel.
So
Okay.
bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Andre. Shane, may I ask you about the last DDM 93? The
You want
last
to ask
sentence.
about 93 already?
Yeah, the
Okay.
last sentence of Kramer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's my big problem because I heard I'm prego, I am prego, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, obviously he didn't say that.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know. I can imagine, but you know, it sounded like I'm prego.
Okay, I'm looking for my stuff here. Hold on a second.
You know, the last sentence of Kramer, the last.
I can't remember. Hold on a second. I have to find it. Open. DDM.
93. Yeah.
Oh, it's moved. Hold on a second. Oh, I don't want to show you the answers, but I'm going to have to show you the answers.
But only the last sentence.
This sentence?
I pray, madam, I pray. Yeah, you're not doing. Yeah, okay. I pray. Oh my God. I thought I pray God. Ah.
Yeah, I pray you're not toying with me. I gotta hide that.
Yeah.
Those are the answers. I can't show everybody the answers.
Yeah, great. But do you say that in America I'm prego?
No, in the UK they say preggers. I'll write that down. So for example, I'm preggers, which means I'm pregnant. I think it's spelled right. Prego, in America, if we say prego, most Americans would think of a brand of spaghetti sauce. In America, we have Prego, and I'll show you. Prego, just a second. Switch to grow off. And I'll put Prego in the search window. Images, and there we go. Prego spaghetti sauce. So that's what we would think of in America. Very, very delicious Italian-style spaghetti sauce, Prego. Any other questions? We've got Vlad is very quiet. Cooney, hi again, Cooney. Cooney, it's
Yeah, I almost sleep.
oh, it's so late.
After after midnight.
Oh
3
boy.
o'clock.
Oh boy.
So yeah.
I can ask a simple question about text of 92.
Yes, sir.
Where is about visible university?
Yes.
Visible universe. What means? What do you think? I didn't understand in explanation. What do you think means visible with telescope or without telescope?
Oh, that's a good question. Yes, and yeah, you know what? I don't know if it's with a telescope or without, but I'm guessing, Vlad, it's with a telescope. With a telescope, I'm guessing.
I guess on too. I thinking a lot about it.
Me too. Me too.
And your explanation in this moment, I sound. I can't understand what you talking.
Oh, you know what, Vlad? You're very smart, because I was being vague. Because I wasn't sure, is it with the telescope or not? I wasn't sure, but I think about it, I thought about it a lot too, and I think it's with a telescope.
It is good that it means all sense in the beach of the world, of the earth. Not all the desserts all of the earth.
That's right.
Without desserts.
Exactly.
Only beach.
Only the beaches, that's right. Amazing numbers, though. Really amazing numbers.
Amazing.
Yeah. I saw something the other day, and a billion, for example, a billion seconds ago was something like 1981, but a trillion seconds ago, I'm talking about time, minutes, hours, seconds. A trillion seconds ago was like 27,000 BC. So billion is a big number. Trillion is an unbelievably huge number. It's just an amazing number that people don't get. So they're talking about trillions here, and it's just amazing. Yeah. Massive number. We use the number easily, but we don't have a concept of the number. It's just huge. Oh, Santa says the mushroom flavor Prego sauce is a delight. That's right, Santa. I know that you like cooking. Very good. I like Prego too.
It was about Prego's do not toy with me. Yeah, it makes sense, Shane.
Yes, that's right. It's another great expression. I'll talk about that tomorrow, though.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, great.
Well, we had a lot of people come tonight. Cooney, did you have a question?
Oh yeah. Yeah, about pronunciation R and L. Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. It's I found two similar words. Yeah, cartridge and cartridge. Yeah, one is of course tuna cartridge, like that in cartridge, and the other one is used for the very painful word in
In the
turn
body.
it away. Yeah. Soft,
Oh, yeah.
soft body. Yeah, that word. Yeah, it's difficult to semi-lunar cartridge. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so listen carefully. Yeah, that's a good comparison. So the first word, cartridge, cartridge, cartridge.
Cartridge.
Sounds really good. The second word, we do need to keep this syllable, cartilage. And make sure, Kuni, when you do the L, use your teeth. Cartilage. Cartilage.
Cartilage. Cartilage.
More L.
Cartilage.
Sounds good. Cartridge, cartilage.
Cartridge. Cartilage.
That sounded really good. And I know in Korea and in Japan, the R and the L are difficult. So I always recommend, especially Korean and Japanese students, when you do the L sound, use your teeth. L. L. It's the easiest way to make the L sound, okay? And when you do the R sound, don't let the tip of the tongue touch anything. Car. And then I'll just make another word here. But for example, carriage, carriage, carriage. No
Carriage.
touching. Okay?
Cartridge. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You bet. Ingrid is here too. Hi, Ingrid. Did you have any questions?
No, I don't have questions. Hi, everybody.
It's great to see you.
Ingrid
Ingrid,
from Germany or from America?
Ingrid from Germany.
I'm from Germany.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the dancer. It's not the dancer, Sergey.
I'm not a dancer now.
Yeah. Too bad.
Okay. Hussein has a question. Assume and presume. And the dictionary says they're the same. The meanings are the same. Could you explain it for us? That's a good question. Assume and presume. And what I'll do, Hussein, is I'm going to add this to my E cubed. Assume and presume. And I'll make that an E cubed lesson. Or maybe, no, this is what I'll do. I'll add it to my podcast. Does that sound okay? I will have a new podcast for everybody on Monday. So the podcast is going to start again, and it will be on Monday. And this is the information I cannot show you. It's all secret. Oh, no, I'm showing you. No, get down. Okay. Hussein, I'm only going to answer one question in the podcasts, and it'll be Hussein's question. Presume versus assume. Hussein, what's your first name? And is it one S or two S's? One S. I want to see your first name, Hussein.
Hussein is from
Hussein is the first name.
Saudi Arabia.
Hussein, I have no idea. I'm gonna guess Hussein is from Iraq. I'm just guessing. What's your family name, Hussein?
It's Babashar. I'm Berzinzi. Yeah, I'm in Kurdistan, north of Iraq.
That's right, Kyrgyzstan. Yeah.
It's a very nice place.
Send me pictures. I would love to see pictures.
Okay, right away. Just
Very
wait a
good.
minute.
Hussein, what's your family name?
Berzinzi. It's my father's name is Abdul Qadir.
Can you write it down?
Okay.
And
Oh my
is
gosh.
it
Hold up.
peaceful?
Abdul.
Peaceful?
Wait.
Abdul Qadir.
Abdul Qadir?
Yeah, Abdul Qadir.
Very good. Abdul Qadir. Abdul Qadir. Okay, so I'll answer this question in the podcast. Is that okay, Hussein?
Mm-hmm. It will be great. Yeah.
Great, because I need to double check too. I need to think of examples too.
That's good.
Good, very good.
And Shane, another question. Earth, the Earth, or just Earth?
Okay, so if we're talking about the planet, we should say the Earth. Here, let me see. I live on Earth. I live on the Earth. No, we don't need to say the Earth if we're talking about the planet.
So when we do need it, really?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
When we're talking about the universe, maybe?
If we look at
Or not the planet we live on?
Yeah, hold on a second. That's such a good question because I've heard both. So if we're talking about the solar system, this is Earth. If we're talking about the solar system, this is the Earth. I've heard both. We will say both. Because it's a proper noun, we don't need to have the. Okay? It's like we don't say the Poland. We just say Poland, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So because it's a proper noun, we actually don't need the. I think we use the when we want to specify one of many. Do you understand? So
But one planet of many or one...
Right. One planet of many. Then we might say the Earth, okay?
Okay.
But once again, in general, because it's a proper noun, we actually don't need the. Insuk says, her dictionary says both are possible. I think that's right, Insuk. I think both are used, yeah.
But when we talk about ground, not about the planet, but the ground, so we can use the, right?
Yeah, put it in the earth. This grew out of the earth. Yep, and that means the soil, the dirt, the ground. That's right.
Yeah.
And it's not capitalized.
The earth. To earn the earth.
Yeah.
Funny, yeah.
So when it's not capitalized, it means the ground, soil, dirt. What is it? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We all go back to the earth. Something like that.
What a great expression.
That's right. We are nothing but carbon, just like a tree.
Yeah.
So I understand, Shane, that you wanted to say goodbye to us.
Yes, your intuition is very good.
Don't kiss my ass, kiss the earth. Yeah, great.
Okay.
Sergey, always with the wonderful.
So dirt.
Okay, let me once again say thank you very much to Andre, Azin, Hussein, Ingrid, Insuk, Kuni, Santa, Sergey, and Vlad. I appreciate you joining me today. I hope that I've answered some of your questions. You've had excellent questions. And of course, if you still have a question about something, you can send me an email, or I recommend using our Let's Master English community. And that'll be a great place to share your questions. Hussein says, next time I will show you my city. That sounds great, Hussein. And Insuk says, thank you, see you, absolutely. Insuk, you have your T-shirts, right? What now? Tell us about your T-shirts. Your microphone's not working. You have one. If you can say it, you can hear it, right? Now I want you to sell those T-shirts. You have to start making some money.
A good starter, yeah.
Yeah. That's what Jerry's T-shirt was baby blue, and your T-shirt is baby pink. Is that right? Team Pink. Team Blue. Yeah, I like it. They're fantastic. I think they're really outstanding. I'm very impressed. You guys have a great 2 weeks. Our next live hangout will be in 2 weeks. VIP, it's every week, so I hope that you guys can join me 2 weeks later. Okay?
Thank you very much, Shane. Thank you very much to you all.
My pleasure. Next time I want to hear more from Vlad and Ingrid and Hussein especially. I want to hear more.
Yeah. Much obliged, gentlemen.
Much obliged, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you. Thank you,
Have a
Vlad.
great weekend.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hussein gave me a link. I'm going to check out Hussein's link. Herbal. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.